Hi, welcome back to the channel. Please let me introduce you to my latest project, which I picked up only yesterday. This is not a 911, far from. This is a BMW E46 M3. It's a coupe and it's a manual. 2004, late 2004, it's on a 54 plate. This for me has been one of those itches that keeps needing scratching. 5 times to be precise. This is my fifth E46 M3 since its inception in 2001. I've always lusted after an E46 M3. Unfortunately, finances weren't that great at that particular time, so I didn't get to own one for quite a few years after it was first released. Now, I've owned a few convertible E46 M3s. Every time I went out to buy a coupe, I couldn't find the one I wanted, and then always ended up buying a convertible because the convertible came with the sat nav, with the Harman Kardon, all the accessories. So I've always wanted a coupe, and recently, a lot of you out there may know that E46 coupe manual prices have gone through the roof. Literally through the roof. People are demanding crazy money for mediocre or very rough cars. Unfortunately, that's the state of play at the moment. If you guys remember the E30 M3 back in the mid 90s, you could pick one up for 10-15k. Now, to get the roughest E30 M3, you need at least 50k, and really good ones go for 150, 200,000. That's the reality, and I've always known that the E46 M3 coupe will go in the same direction, and we're kind of getting there at the moment. So I've been keeping my eye out on the market for a little while, to find the right car. Unfortunately, I'm not the sort to go and pay crazy money for a car I know currently is not worth that money. So I've been seeking high and low. I ended up finding this particular car. It's carbon black. It's got the black Napa. It's got the heated seats, Harman Kardon. It hasn't got the sat nav, but really and truly, that doesn't mean anything these days, because that sat nav system is so dated that it's completely useless. You might as well just use your phone, Google Maps or Apple Maps. So that doesn't defer me at all from buying a car with the standard BMW business cassette or CD, because you can swap it out for so many different units these days that do the modern functions that you want done. Anyway, this car has got 129,000 miles on the clock. That never deterred me, because I believe this is a good car. It's got a very good basis, although it's a bit rough around the edges. It's got a very good basis to make a good car. When I go to see a car, small things don't put me off. I see potential, and that's how I look at everything. Has it got a good base to make a good car? How much is it going to cost? This car was up for 13k. I actually went up there willing to pay 13k. It was in Southampton. It took me an hour and 40 minutes to get there, and I saw the car. When I saw the car, I knew I wasn't going to buy this car for 13k. In fact, I was quite ready to walk away from it, but the chap had his eye on another car which he wanted to buy, and he was willing to let it go. And after I pointed out all the little bits and pieces that needed doing, the reality of it is that to make this a 13 grand car, you have to spend at least 3k on it. After a bit of umming and ahhing, the chap agreed to sell it to me for 10k. I went up there yesterday and picked it up. drove it back, and the car drives absolutely straight. I'm going to walk you around in a minute and show you all the little bits and pieces that need doing. We'll start from the outside, and we'll work into the inside of the car. I will point out all the little bits that I've got my eye on. I've made a mental list, and some of the bits I've already ordered before even picking up the car, which are in the boot, and I'll show you that. Some bits are on back order, and the car is actually booked in to the body shop to have some of the things I'm going to point out in a minute sorted out. So in the end, this video is going to be all about showing you everything that needs to be done, showing you the rough edges of the car, and then once I start doing everything, we'll run through the car again and see the end result. Okay, so I believe this is going to be a good car in the end. Once the car is out of the body shop, it's going to get fully detailed, and then we'll do another video and show the end result. I'm sure most of you will be impressed. Don't let a car that is rough around the edges deter you. As long as you get it for the right price, as long as there's no major structural work or major mechanical work, you can work with the car. As far as I'm concerned, most of the work on this car is cosmetic, and I'm going to put it right. And at the end of the day, we're going to have a really, really nice E46 M3. Right, so firstly, if there is any noise in the background, excuse it, because there is a tyre shop just next door, and there's a lot of pops and bangs going on, and maybe some air tools. So this is the car. So late 2004. The unfortunate thing is, it's got an upgraded, well, they're calling it an upgrade. It's got a Cobra exhaust system, and initially I thought it was just the rear box, but unfortunately, checking the paperwork, it's got a middle section and a rear box. I drove this back yesterday from Southampton, and around 2,500 RPM, the drone is so bad that your ears start popping as if you're going to great heights. So that is the first thing that needs to go. If there's anyone out there who's got an E46 M3 with a standard exhaust system and would like a Cobra middle and back box, we can swap. Absolutely no problem at all. Just hit me up in the messages. So so this is the LCI, the facelift version of the E46 M3. The first version didn't have the LED lights, and this boot trim here only comes up to the number plate. So that's how you can tell a facelift and a non-facelift. So we'll just walk around the car. I mean, the rear end is pretty much, just needs a good clean, which it will get, no doubt. Just some of the things that I pointed out when I viewed the car. Let's start with these rubber trims. You can see these are badly perished up. To be honest with you, I've never seen it this bad on one of these cars. I've already bought these. These are double-sided taped to the bodywork. Then move up to this trim here. I mean, that's a part of this trim that goes all the way around the window. This here, I think it was like 380 quid plus that. Obviously I'll get a discount on that from trade. Whilst we're at it, I'm gonna change these as well, which kind of looks like they're pretty new. They're not really that old, but however, they're going to get changed. These are going to get changed. That's going to get changed on both sides. We'll stay on the back here. This is quite a common place for all E46s. You can see the bubbling around there, and in fact that there is going to probably need a little bit of welding. You can see that it's just lifting off there. So that's one thing. That's the worst part actually. Moving around the car, the bodywork is pretty clean. Another common bit of corrosion are these mirror bases. Unfortunately, no matter how much, look, you can see someone's already touched that up. No matter how much you try and rub that down and paint it, it will come back. The corrosion has eaten through the metal there. New set of wiper blades needed. They don't wipe the screen very well, minor stuff. The bonnet is all pretty clean. On the front, got new ones of these. These will come off and get polished with metal polish. They should come up pretty nice, but those are definitely going. I've got new ones of those. The alloy wheels are pretty clean for an E46, and to be honest with you, they don't even look like they've been diamond cut. They're really smooth. Usually with diamond cut, you'll get obviously the diamond tip. As the wheel spins around and it cuts, it leaves very fine grooves. These all look pretty smooth as they come from factory. You can see this one as well, and that's, I mean, that is in really good condition. Moving around, keep the momentum going. The front bumper has some stone chips. That there is not too bad, but this side here, obviously, all the crap that picks up from the edge of the road, where it all stores, usually damages this side more. And you can see it's all pitted there, so the whole front bumper is going to get painted. That whole driver side is going to get painted, repaired and painted. Get rid of all the rust. There's a little bit of a scuff mark here. I think that will polish out, but obviously the whole side's going to get done anyway. There's a little bit of rust bubbling. Same thing there as the offside rear bottom. Again, M badge, polished it thin, so that's a little bit loose, so that might be a new one. You can see the mirror base here starting as well. Moving around the side, there's a little dent. I can see, I don't know if you can see that, just on the door there, just here, little crease. Same again on this arch here, you've got the same corrosion as the other side. This is very common on the E46, little dig there, and again a little bit of corrosion coming up there. So what I propose to do is both sides of the car is going to get painted completely, obviously repaired, rust repaired, welding, whatever it needs. We'll go inside the boot. So the chap I bought the car off gave me a box full of stuff, none of which I will use. It's the original door trims, dashboard trims, etc. There's a few bits in there. I mean, look, this, I'm not going to put that back. But it's good to have just in case. Sometimes you might decide to rack. I didn't even look. Some wheel bolts in there. Okay, so that's that. You can see the car comes with the Harman card on. You got the subwoofer there. This boot mat, I'm going to try and get that cleaned professionally. If that doesn't work, that's going in the bin. I'll just get another one. I'm not going to mess around with stuff like that. You can see the tyre inflator there. It's quite dirty. The whole car is quite dirty. So I'm going to spend most of today cleaning out areas like this. All this is going to get cleaned out. Inside, all the crevices. just go under the bonnet before we go inside the car. So that's an aftermarket strut brace. The original one is just a black bar that goes across. That's quite a nice little little gadget on there. I was quite surprised to see that. I don't know what make it is, however it looks quite nice. It's all pretty clean under here. I can't see any leaks. I've been told the car's had a recent service and there is an invoice for it. Yeah, it all looks pretty good in here. I mean, what I was talking about earlier, as long as the car is straight, I'm willing to entertain. It's all, you can see it's all original. The whole bonnet inside, all original. Can't see any action going on here. And I've done a HPI check and it's all come back clear. As you can see, it's very dirty under here. All this, I've got some special under bonnet stuff which I'm going to spray on, brushing to loosen all the dirt, and then jet wash the whole engine, so this will look completely different. Now I want to do all this before I take it and wash it for the first time, so the whole car really is cleaned thoroughly. So I don't know about you, but when I first get the car, the first thing I will do is get a bucket of water, a bucket of lukewarm water with some flannels, and literally gut the whole inside and go over everything. I mean, you can see, look, I can't drive this car. I will get no enjoyment driving this car in its current state. They're gonna go get new ones of those, and you can see just, I mean, I hope the camera will be able to show the grime that is on this car. This is a beautiful car with a beautiful interior, and I mean, this is mistreatment. There should be a law against this. I'm going to actually propose it to government. You can see how dirty those mats are going straight in the bin after this video shot. I just wanted to keep them in there for now, just to show you the car. You can see, and this is quite a nice electric memory seats, lumbar support, and this button here does the bolsters, which is really nice. We've got a little bit of wear on this driver's bolster. Get that repaired. And you can see the dirt in the car. This is not me at all. So you can see it's got the telephone in this car as well. Press the button, that pops out, and you can, depending on what telephone you used to have in the early 2000s, it's obviously obsolete now, but it's a nice little feature. Completely worn gear knob. I've got a brand new one of those, genuine BMW one, which is going to go in shortly once the cleanup process is done. It's got this little gadget on here, Bluetooth, which is connected to the radio. I'll put those in to get a little bit of a nice smell in here, because it didn't smell too great. This steering wheel looks like it's been refurbished at some stage, but the unfortunate thing is with this suede finish is that once it starts wearing, it looks horrible and shiny like this. So I've already ordered a new steering wheel from Royal Steering Wheels, who done my my 911 steering wheel, and I'm really happy with that. But I'm sticking with the perforated sides, and I'm going to have soft black Napa leather top and bottom with the M stitching around the edges. So I'm looking forward to getting that. Nice clean up in there. Wipe down the whole dashboard. These A-pillar trims, These ones here, they always loosen up on the bottom. Now I don't know if you can see that. The same on the other side. I've got new ones on order. I think they're on back order from Germany. It's good to see the mirror on this is in good nick. Usually the liquid inside, because they're auto dimming, there is a liquid inside which sometimes bursts due to heat, I believe, and you get leakage in here. I'm glad to see that's okay. All the visors all pretty good, although all need cleaning. The roof lining is in excellent condition, as you can see. However, the C pillars at the back there, both of them are saggy. I've got one of them, the other one is on back order from Germany. This late car has the 3 rear headrests. Earlier cars will have 2, just the 2 main passenger ones. You can see the carbon fibre effect on this. The trims that were in the boot that I showed you earlier, they were the originals, I believe, and somebody has had this. I believe this is a wrap, but they've done a pretty good job. I've tried to do this on one of my previous E46s, and I managed to do it, but it wasn't as good as this. Again, on that side you can see the dirt there. Again, those nasty mats. Oh, nice. Look at that. Some more dirt for you. This is a dirty weekend. It's not my idea of a dirty weekend, but I do get great pleasure in taking something like this and making it spanking clean and smelling fresh. As you can see, what I was saying about this, whoever's done it has paid attention to detail. Look at that. See that? Matching. That is a wrap. It's not. You get this in some E46s. You get like the metal trim, which is carbon effect, but this is actually a wrap. So I really didn't want to touch this car at all until this video was shot. So there we are. That's my new project, and I'll be spending most of today just cleaning all the crevices, under bonnet, boot area, hoovering inside, wiping down everything, putting the new bits and bobs on, which I will just quickly show you. And this is the most enjoyable part of this. Ooh, hello. Will you look at that? Huh? Now do you see what I mean? The second piece is one of the rear covers. I believe this is the passenger side, the C-pillar cover. That's him there. The other one, again, back order Germany. We have the little M badge that goes on the side there. There's only one of those available. The other one's back order as well, Germany. Last but not least, we have a genuine set of interior floor mats in anthracite. Genuine BMW again. So that's just the beginning. So stay tuned, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you can keep up to date with this and my other projects, and hope to see you soon.